Okay, welcome everybody to tonight's new moon meditation. And I'm going to invite you to come on a journey to connect with an animal that has some significance for you, an animal that wishes to show itself to you, that we will invite to bring with it some insights and some wisdom for us to work with. So a power animal. And I find when going on this journey, it's really useful to set an intention. So I'd like to invite you to take a moment to think about something that you would like some greater understanding around, some learning. And that might be something to do with you as an individual in your life, or it might be to do with you with other people, or in the community, or in relationship to the world and a global concern. So take a moment, I'll give you a couple of moments to think about that, about what to journey on a power animal, to journey to find a power animal, to help gain and gather and receive some understanding about a particular issue. And hopefully everybody's got one now. And so I'm going to we're going to create a safe and a loving, open, safe space here. And we're going to do that with the Viracocha, the body of light. And many of you will be familiar with this, but if you're not, we're going to reach up to the skies above us, to the place of light, the place of the sun and the moons, and draw down the light coming down, drawing around our bodies, all the way past our bodies and down to the ground. And I invite you to do that as well, to surround yourself with your own personal sacred space, the Viracocha. And I like to do it a few in front and behind. And I'm going to place my sacred space over all of you as well, my Viracocha, so that we're a community going on this journey in our own spaces and yet together virtually. And before we begin the journey, for which I'm going to drum to, I'd like us to take you on a little meditation, a little visualization to help center ourselves. So I invite you, if you feel comfortable, to softly close your eyes and begin just noticing how you feel, your body in this moment, and inviting you to begin to release and relax the body and let the breath flow in and out of its own accord as it wishes to flow. And I'd like you to focus your mind's eye on the part of your body that's making contact with the earth. That may be your feet, but if you're lying down already, it may be a part of your body. And taking your awareness down to that, noticing how that feels, the contact between the body and the ground. And exhaling and letting the breath go all the way down through the body and down to that meeting point, that junction between the body and our ground, our connection, the very start of our connection to the earth. And underneath the ground that we have under our feet, there will probably be foundations. And underneath the foundations, there will be soils of many, many different types, many different minerals. And I invite you to take some time now to journey or to think and imagine and remember what those might feel like. The silts, the sands, the clays, the gravels. And take your consciousness and your mind even a bit deeper, deeper into the next layer of our earth, the layer of the rocks and the crystals. And feel your breath exploring the space of the soils and the rocks, and of the roots that might grow down through those soils and into those rocks, and of the water that might flow through those rocks and in those soils. All the while breathing at ease, letting the breath flow in and out. Inviting this awareness of our great earth, our beautiful planet. And taking your mind's eye a little bit deeper, deeper down into, from the crust of the earth into the mantle of the earth, where it begins to heat up and get warmer, gradually warmer. Where it would warm your toes and warm your breath as we explore this warm, more liquid space. And sending our mind's eye really deep, deep into our beautiful planet Earth and deep into the core, as close as feels comfortable, knowing that that is very warm, very hot. And noticing how that might feel, how that might be for you now. And inviting, bringing your consciousness and awareness back up through the core, through the mantle, into the crust, and into the point of contact with your body. And as the breath breathes in, inviting all that rich and nourishing earth energy to come into your body, to come in and fill your feet and your ankles, your shins and your knees, to come in and nourish your thighs and your lower body, to come in and nourish and fill your belly and your hips, to breathe it in to all the internal organs and all the area of the chest and the spine, to feel that and allow that and welcome that nourishing earth energy up and up into our heart area, into our chest and down through the arms. And breathing it up through the neck into the head and the face. And feeling rooted and in touch and in connection with Gaia. And then reaching up to the skies and feeling the light, thinking of all the sunlight we've appreciated over the past times. Thinking of the cool, dusky light that's coming to us now. And beginning to breathe that into our body. Breathe that into the tops of our heads and into our crowns. And letting that trickle down through the scalp and through the face and through the head. And that light merging with the earth energy, merging and trickling through the neck and down over the shoulders, trickling light down the arms and into the heart and into the lungs, and swirling round into the spine and into the back. And the light energy, full of insights and full of warmth and full of comfort, into the belly, swirling round the belly and down into the thighs and the hips and the pelvis. And the light going down past the knees, past the shins and the ankles and into the feet. And then that beautiful light trickling out through the toes and through where the body meets the earth, trickling into the earth and merging with the earth as the light and the earth unite and dance and weave together. And then inhaling again as you feel the earth energy, and exhaling as you allow the light energy. And a few more breaths at a speed that suits you. And noticing how you feel and placing your hands on your heart space and feeling that loving connection to yourself, to Great Spirit, to all that flows as ether, as one, to this safe space, to the community, and to your intention. Bring to mind once again your intention for this evening's journey. To journey to meet a power animal, to get to know it, and to hear what wisdom it wishes to share for the particular intention that you bring tonight. And so, as we begin the journey, know that when an animal appears to you, if you're not sure if it's your power animal, you can simply ask it, "Are you my power animal?" And if you like, you can ask it 3 times. And if it says yes, then you can work with it and get to know it better. And if it doesn't, you can say, "Thank you for showing yourself, merry on its way," and wait in the light, wait in the moment for another animal to appear, for your power animal to show itself. So, I invite you to make yourself even more comfortable as we begin the journey. I'd like you to begin in a familiar place, a place from which you're going to go for a walk. And I invite you to begin to walk down and out into a field, into a meadow, a field full of wild flowers. And on either side of the field, in the middle of the field, is a path, and you're walking down the path, one step and one foot in front of the other. And just allow yourself to notice how this feels, the breeze, if there is one, what you notice, the colours, what you see, hear, feel. And at the end of the path, we're following the path to the end, and at the end of the path, there is a big round wooden door, and this door is going to lead to the middle world. It's going to take us over the threshold. And before we open the door, I invite you to ask yourself, is there anything I need to do here before I journey? Is there anything perhaps to shed or to lay down before I enter the door? And if there is, allow yourself to do that. And when you feel ready, and once you've done that, I invite you to reach out and push the door open, and it opens easily and smoothly. And you look beyond and step over into a field of undulating green hills. And I invite you to begin to walk up the undulating hill in front of you. Your gaze ahead, you notice and see ahead a beautiful, tall world tree. I invite you to walk towards the world tree. You come really close and you reach out your hand and you touch the bark and greet the world tree. Hello. World tree, may I come and journey in you? Is there anything I need to do before I may come and journey in you today? And if there is, allow yourself to do that. And as you look down, an opening in the bark of the world tree appears, and there is a doorway, and you may climb through the doorway into the world tree. And once inside, you see it is quite open. There is a space and an opening in the trunk. And inside is a place to sit. A wooden part of the bark has made a wooden chair. And I invite you to sit down and make yourself comfortable. And in this space, we ask the world tree, may you guide me to a beautiful habitat, where I may connect with an animal that is powerful for me, that is meaningful for me. And may you, in this moment, may you show me a way to journey to this habitat that could be anywhere over the globe. May you show me how I may journey there, whether it be in a vehicle, whether it be through growing wings or flying on the wind, or any way of your choosing. whatever comes to you. How will you journey to the habitat? Wait and see. Yourself to travel, to journey far, to journey to a habitat. And when you reach it, invite yourself to come to settle and land somewhere in this space, and notice what you notice. Notice what your senses show you, what you can hear, what you can sense, what you can taste, what you can feel, and what you can see. And begin to explore this habitat, slowly walking, exploring, noticing. And if ahead of you, you notice another slight path, and you begin to walk on that path. Takes you down to a slight clearing, and in the clearing is another place to rest, to sit. And I invite you to sit there and to wait, and to invite an animal that wishes to show itself as your power animal for today, for this moment, for right now, show itself to you. Spend some time either just waiting, at ease, trusting that you'll hear a rustle, and when you're ready, spending some time to engage and interact with what is before you and who is before you. Are you my power animal? Sweet animal, what do you represent to me? Powerful animal, what do you mean to me? Power animal, how may I work with you? Power animal, what may I do for you? Power animal, I wonder, is there a gift here? Is there a gift for me here? What does this gift represent to me? How may I work with this gift? Then the power animal begins to move, beckoning you, calling you to follow it. It wishes to show you something. So let us follow. I follow the power animal. I follow my animal. Animal, lead me to what you would like to show me. What does this mean to me? Thank you, power animal, for showing me this. Turn to your power animal and looking directly in their gaze. For a moment, merge. And connect. And then release the gaze. And take a moment to give a gesture of thanks, whatever that might be, to your animal, to each other. And then you and your power animal begin to walk back to the chair in the opening in the habitat. And when you reach the chair, you notice how you feel. In this moment, I feel. In this moment, I can. In this moment, I am. In this moment, I have. Turn once more to see your animal and give it a farewell gesture. And begin to walk down the path through your habitat, back to the place where you arrived, where there is waiting for you your means of transport, where you may journey back to back round the globe, to where the wild tree grows, and into the wild tree, back to your seat in the hollowed out trunk. And when you feel ready, in the wild tree, finding the opening and softly allowing yourself to opening your eyes enough so that you can see the opening as you reach out and step out of the wild tree, touching the bark, resting your hand on the bark and saying a few words to the wild tree. And with thanks, turning away from the wild tree and walking back down the undulating green hills, large, round, wooden door, which you open, and with a deep breath, in and out, prepare to step over the threshold, back into the everyday, back onto the path with the wild trees, the wild flowers, growing either side. You take in the colours and the senses. And you come back to your chosen place where you began, and resting, you allow some time to remember the messages from today. And I invite you to take your pen and paper and begin to write anything that you wish to remember. And I will softly lift the Viracocha off the group, and at the end, when we finish, we can all lift the Viracochas off our own selves. You may choose to do that after you've finished writing, or now. Aho.